Welcome everyone to the European Championship. We have top 16. Hi Vlad. Yay! Woo!
Hello.
Would you like to say anything?
I'm gay.
Wow, it's a real Vlad
I
profile.
played this deck because I got bullied so much in testing that I picked up a deck I never played before the first round of this tournament, and I still topped.
And you got top 16.
This game sucks.
What were you gonna play originally?
Sprite.
Yes.
Anyway. Main deck, yeah.
3
of each tier, they're not even, whatever. You play 3 of each, you just want to maximize on all of these. You want to draw them, they're good, and you also want to mill them, because they're good. So that's pretty cool. They're like Shadow monsters that also act as fusion spells. That's good. Yeah, there's no reason to ever not max out on all of these. Then we play Dangers, because Herman says so.
Thank you, Herman.
Thank you, Herman.
Thank you, Herman.
I played one Bigfoot because I thought it'd be funny, and it actually came up a lot.
It's the gold Yeti rare that makes it.
It's the only copy I own. And the 2 Mothman, yeah, I cut a Mothman for this.
It's like the only difference in our
Yeah, the Dangers are just good in this deck. They trigger the tiers, they draw cards. Nessie's an Aqua, it's insane, you can make kick colors with it, oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, these are just really good. They're dark, so you can make cures with them. There's level 4, you can make Dweller with it, which is an FTK in the mirror match.
But you opted for Bigfoot for another level 4.
Well, okay, so the cool thing about Bigfoot is that like it gives you a main deck out to like floodgates and stuff. Because like if you pitch like Nessie off of, let's say, Super Poly or something, you can switch Bigfoot, and if it's like the only card in your hand, you can just pitch Bigfoot and like pop whatever floodgate to have, whether it be the Wind Barrier statue against Flunder or Rivalry, whatever. It came up a lot because I played against 2 Flunder decks, and it popped Empens and Barrier statues. It's sick. Because I always also only drew spells with it, so that's pretty good. Yeah, Dangers are good cards. Who knew? Put Nessie back to 1, please. Thank you. We played 1 Shadal Beast because it draws a card when it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect.
Did you make a lot of
1
windows?
Zephyros. I have to get this back to Pierre. Fuck.
Did you make a lot of windows?
No, I don't play window.
Oh, okay, sure.
He's just there to draw. He's kind of cool. Oh, someone DD crowed this once when I was resolving like a. I like chained like my tier monsters, and they DD crowed my beast.
Thinking you played Winda.
Thinking I played Winda, and I didn't have the heart to tell him I didn't play Winda. I played Zephyros over Gizmak because he's a level 4.
And he's a Blackwing.
And he's a Blackwing.
And he's a Blackwing.
Shouts to the Blackwing Cult Recruiter.
Yep.
1 Fairy Tale Snow, please ban this card again. Yeah, you're just milling a bunch of cards in this deck, why not play Snow? It's also an FTK against Sprite because that deck's really bad. And then spells, 2 copies of Desires, please sell me a second copy. Please, I just need a second comment. 3 Perlorino, 1 Terraforming, this is just the best card to start with in this deck. Gives all of your dudes 500 attack, which is insane against Sprite because that deck's attack ceiling is 1500.
What?
Have you read the Exorcist monsters? The main deck monsters have 300 attack. What is up with that? Figure Super Poly because we're playing a fusion deck, and also it's good against Sprite. Garura was the biggest mistake ever, by the way. Like, this card should probably be banned, and Garura probably shouldn't have been printed, because that single-handedly makes the Sprite matchup so much easier as well. And also matchups against everything else. And 3 Dark Ruler, because this is a format where hand traps suck. So you play board breakers because they're just better. And especially in this deck, you don't really care if you can't kill them because you are probably setting up Snow with like 15 ways to activate it, and then like probably in a, like Apollo or something. I don't know. I was freestyling all my combos. I'm sorry, Herman. And then 1 copy of Galaxy Cyclone because it's out to Mystic Mine.
Unless they tour guide
it. Never came up. It got banished off of Desires every time I activate Desire. So that's good because I never got Mystic Mine. 1 Instant Fusion, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Call by the Grave, and 2 copies of Suck. I didn't play Meta Noise. I don't know why. This one's just apparently better in the mirror match.
It was better in the mirror. It played around rule about. So.
Yeah, what he said.
We were never playing Meta Noise. We just played through that.
Yeah, what they said. Yeah, they know what the deck
Meta Noise is
only
really good against Sprite, and that deck is free.
And then the extra deck, we got Friends,
Yay.
the gang. Shoutouts to Quiche, etc. We got Frankie. Shoutouts to them.
Token.
Please come back soon. We got 2 Kid Kalos. The third one never really comes up. 1 Kaleido Heart. This one also just never really comes up for the second copy. Once you summon this, you're usually just like killing them that turn. Or that game. 1 Mud Dragon and Swamp. This card's crazy. Not only does it make your board just like untargetable, well, if you call Dark, but like also it's a level 4 that's a water, so you can make Bahamut Shark with it instead of Toad into instead of Dweller into Mirror Match. Thank you to every tier opponent that did that, by the way. 1 Garura for Super Poly, 1 Dracocepalia for Sprite. The level 1 effect comes up so much. Like, sometimes you just target a monster on the Sprite player's board that's already activated. just to make it level 1, because then they just can't play the game, because they can't summon the sprites from their hand. It's pretty good. And then also, you know, it negates activated effects, yada yada yada. 1 IP. I don't think it actually activates effect once this week. Oh no, I made a Bomber Dragon with this once, I think. Oh, spoiler, I played Bomber Dragon. 1 Elf, because this card is generic, and it brings back Merly. Or IP, insane! 1 Dark, because everybody's playing Dark monsters. 1 Curious, because we are playing a bunch of different Dark monsters. It mills 3, it sends any card from your deck to the graveyard. Usually just Snow. But I can send like Beast or like a Tier as well that you're missing. It's pretty good. 1 Apollo, I don't think I made this once. I'm not gonna lie, this card sucks.
I made it like...
I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing, to be fair. I never knew.
So you summoned it all the time and you never summoned it.
I didn't
Interesting.
play either, so I wasn't doing the like Elf IP thing. I was just doing Appaloosa Dweller, Trap, Kaleido Heart, Snail, Pass.
I don't think I ever did that once. I don't think I know how to do that.
I did that like every
I don't know how to do
I
that.
don't know how to do that.
I did that like every round.
I don't know how to do that. 1 Bomber and 1 Zero Boros, because you can trigger these a bunch of times on your opponent's turn. This one especially is very good against Sprite, because that deck is bad. It just blows up their board every 2 seconds. If they activate an effect, you activate Halfness, summon it, then on summon your Bomber blows up everything, and then Halfness triggers, summons whatever, and then you can just like trigger this again with Snow or whatever. It's good.
Yeah.
Not much to say. You don't have to like trigger this like a million times. You can trigger like once and it already ends our turn anyway. And then Zero Boros, this is just like access code talker in this deck, because you just like activate Desires, you Snow a bunch of times, and it just gains a bunch of attack points. Then the last 2 cards in the extra deck are the FTK card. When you go first in the mirror match and you resolve this card onto your board, and its effect triggers on your opponent's turn, the game instantly ends. Shoutouts to... So I got a deck check in top 32, and I watched as Herman won the die roll, and then summoned Dweller against his opponent, and then his opponent lost. And then in game 3, Herman did it again, and his opponent lost. That's crazy. And then 1 Redoer, because this detaches for effect. It came up a few times, but it doesn't actually matter that much. Side deck, Gamma, Driver, 3 Nibiru. Those are the hand traps I played in the side deck. These are just the most impactful ones, and they're good against the mirror match and against Sprite and against like Punk, I guess. They're just fine. You can use this on your turn.
Nibiru good against Sprite?
This one not so much. This one's good against Sprite. This one's good against a mirror match. That's the only matchup we actually care about. Sprite is not a real deck. Like let's. I might as well have cited 0 cards for Sprite, because that deck didn't exist. But yeah, these cards are good. I played 1 Lava Golem. Let's not dwell on that too much.
Okay.
I needed like a 4th card to put in going 2nd against something. I forgot. I don't know. Maybe it was a 5th. I
Did
can't
it
remember.
come off at all?
I'm tired. Like I think like once.
Feature match.
Yeah, and then I won that game, I guess, but I probably yeah. Anyway, nah, this card sucks. You can play Hypnocorn instead of this. 1 Duster, 2 Cosmic, because sometimes, and 1 Reboot, because this is limited. This is, yeah. You can put this in going first, which is good, because against the Sprite deck that makes Beat Cobb with Mystic Mine, you can just do this, and that combo doesn't work. Very cool. It's also good against like their mirror match if they're doing like the Mystic Mine stuff too, because they can go like Pearl Arena, you can banish this with it, you can banish Solic with it. That's kind of cool, but I never did that, and it never came up. I don't think I actually activated this card once this weekend. And then I played 1 Crime. This card never resolved. Let's not dwell on it too much. But it's for going first, plays aren't evenly. Never happened. And then 2 D Barrier, because it's the last 2 slots on my side deck. Now, you might be wondering, why is this Lava Golem not just a 3rd copy of D Barrier? And that's my deck profile. Shoutouts to all the friends I made along the way. Shoutouts to Kirk, Bobby,
Kirk and Bobby.
Kirk and Bobby.
Raf's cat.
For giving Luke allergies. The boys, who let me steal their deck and then ruin it. Shoutouts to Herman, for no particular reason. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, congrats.
Fuck you, Stevie.